Rose Petals and Rose Fellows. It is Candace Rose, and in today's video we are finessing our boyfriends and our girlfriends. Here on my channel I don't discriminate at all, and by finessing our boyfriends and girlfriends I have attempted to do a no makeup look. This is the final result right here. Very dewy, very glowy. Even though the summer is winding down, it is still summertime, and I wanted to show y'all a summer glow no makeup look. If you guys have been tuned in and tapped in into my channel, I'm either doing a Halloween look or I'm doing like a super glam look, makeup look, and I wanted to show you guys, I guess, one, my versatility, and two, show you guys like a no makeup look. And yeah, so this is my attempt. This is the final result. I don't know, it looks like I do have on makeup, it looks like I don't have on makeup. I know my boyfriend, he saw me and he was like, you got makeup on? I'm like, well, I just got on a little bit, you know, a little razzle dazzle, some lip gloss, some mascara, some blush. You know, you could tell your boyfriend anything. They don't know shit about makeup, so you just tell them anything, they just go with it like, all right. But I really kind of got on like a full face, but not quite, very light. I don't know. This is my rendition of a no makeup look. I've tried to watch so many no makeup looks, and I kind of like put my own little spin and my own little touches on it. This one girl, I was trying to go with her routine, and for one, the girl looked like she's like 22 years old, and for two, she was like a red bone. She ain't have no blemishes, no hyperpigmentation, nothing. Her skin, her natural skin without product on it, was like all one tone. So I'm like, sis, that's not gonna fucking work for me. I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna have to tweak it and make it my own. So I just put my own little spin, my rendition on hers. I forgot the girl's name, but she was absolutely stunning. I'm not gonna take that away from her, but you know, I'm older, I'm with age. She didn't have a wrinkle, she didn't have a freckle, she didn't have anything, and I got pretty much a little bit of everything. So if you guys want to see how I created this no makeup look, and we finesse on our boyfriends and our girlfriends, just keep on watching. Y'all like my do-rag today? I'm coming with all do-rags. All 2020, I'm coming with all do-rags, honey, okay? This is already washed. I'm going to be doing a little bit of skin prepping. So the first thing I'm going to be using, this Farsali Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Antioxidant Serum. Now I got the mini because I don't really use this as much. I really don't use skin serums that much unless I am doing like my facial skin routine. So I'm gonna be using this to prep the skin, and as y'all can see, I'm like out. So I gotta go pick up another one. Ooh, wait, I'm like, I have none. I seriously have 0 in here. So let's just do it together and just put it on there like that. I don't have any in here. Oh, make do. Shoot, if I gotta put a little water in here, like, you know how you make spaghetti and you get that sauce and you put that little bit, you want that sauce at the bottom of the jar. Put in there, swirl it around, dump it in the pot. I will do it like that. Well, this is enough. This stuff smells so good. It smells like candy. Next thing I'm going to be using a Farsali knockoff. This is the 24 karat gold peptide infusion illuminating facial serum. I can't read. I got this from Marshall's. I was gonna get the Farsali brand, but Sephora is probably about 25 minutes to a half an hour away from my house, and I wasn't about to drive all that way just for some doggone facial serum. So this is a great alternative. It's cheaper. That little bottle for Farsali was like $20, and this big bottle of the knockoff brand is $7. So, and it works just as well. It's still got the little gold infused in the serum. So I'm gonna be using this as well for my skin. all that talking in the get back. Hey, I am filming. You shut up. That's my aunt that y'all heard in the background. And she is so dope at styling, putting outfits together, and she is like the queen of thrift store shopping. Like, she can put a freaking outfit together from the thrift store. She got the patience, I don't. One day I'll probably introduce y'all to her on my channel. I'll be nice enough to let her out of her cage. So now that is on, I am going to be using this Skin Lab. Okay, so I'm gonna be using this Skin Lab Instant Line Smoother Serum. Now this is for fine lines and wrinkles. It quickly reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and this is by Lift and Firm. I use their makeup remover wipes that have the collagen in it. This is my first time really using this, and y'all know I am a woman that is over 25. Let's just say I'm over 25. And I have a few fine lines, well, not wrinkles, I just have fine lines. And I'm just going to use this for underneath my eyes. I do have smile lines, especially right there. So I'm gonna use that. They say use 1 to 2 pumps. So I'm gonna use this underneath my eyes and on my smile lines. All right, so now we're gonna be doing a little bit of color correcting, and I'm gonna be color correcting using the quintessential, the go-to, the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Orange. So I'm just gonna use very little. I'm just gonna use a little bit, y'all, because I can go to town. I can really go to town using this corrector. So I think that serum is about dry. So I am using very little product because we want this makeup to look, well, we want this look to look as less as possible. I'm basically just trying to achieve like a dewy look, like one complexion, dewy look. So I am using as little product as possible. That is the reason why I'm using my fingers, because I feel like with my fingers I have a little bit more control. So it just got real super gloomy outside. I don't know what that is about. So man, we are color corrected. Now I feel like my darkness is pretty much color corrected. We are going to go back with another LA Girl Pro Concealer just to combat that orange shade, and I'm going to be using Cool Tan, and I'm just going to put that over on top of the orange. I'm using this shade because it matches my skin tone a lot. So I'm just, using a shade that's closer to my skin tone. See that? Look at that. See that compared to that? Okay. So I just keep going. I'm just using my fingers, y'all. I think for a no makeup look, it is just, for me, it's just best to just use your finger. Like, that's the best tool ever. So now I'm gonna use a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend all of that out and just really blend. I'm not using a heavy hand on here on my face. These are very light taps because I'm not using a whole lot of product, so I don't want to pick the product up on the beauty blender. All right, so it looks a little like weird around the mouth, so, and I'm a little bit shiny. So now I'm going to take my Iman pressed powder, and this is in the shade medium, and I'm going to take my Angel Merino face brush in AC52. These are like a limited edition. I bought these years and years and years ago, but this is by Morphe. I'm pretty sure they have like the Morphe edition. This was just like the special edition, the collab with Mac Daddy. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this powder here, tap, 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 and just stipple this into the skin and bring some warmth back into the face, especially around my mouth, because I mean, I did color correct, but it did have like this little ashy cast around there. So I'm just ever so lightly just putting some of that color back into the face. And then I'm gonna go here up to I'm gonna stop at the high points of my cheeks because we're gonna do some more concealing around the eyes. So once you get to the high points of your cheeks, just stop, like stop right there, because we ain't done yet. So before we put powder on the forehead, we are going to prime the forehead because we're not about to do the creasy McCreasy, not today. That's not a part of the no makeup look. Even though that I'm going for a dewy type of look, I still have, you know, really shiny skin and my T-zone. So I do want it to be semi kind of matte. So I am going to use my Benefits Professional face primer, and I'm just going to use a little tiny bit. I don't want a whole lot because I don't want this to be too matte. So I'm just going to put a little right there, and I'm going to put a little bit down my nose, the bridge of my nose, because my nose can get very shiny. So as I said before, we was not gonna put that setting powder underneath the eyes because we were not done with the eyes yet. So I am going to go back. Even though I want my face to look like I don't have any makeup on, I still want that little glow, that heightened area. So I am going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade of NC45. And you don't want to use a lot. So, and this stuff, the coverage on here is a lot, so you don't want to use a whole lot. Like I use like maybe a half a dab, and I'm working with my fingers and I'm bringing it down a little bit. All right, then I'm going back with the Beauty Blender and I'm just going to blend everything out, because I feel like the warmth and the heat from my fingers is kind of like lifting up the product a little bit. So I'm just gonna lightly like just tap that product in. So now I'm going to set underneath my eyes using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in the shade 25 medium. I have been using this a lot lately and I've been obsessing over it. Like right now, my Ben Nye has nothing on this. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this, tap off the excess, and just apply that underneath the eye. Oh, I feel like I used too much, but it's okay. Cause y'all know I don't bake. See, this is what I wanted. Not so much of this. It's like a little bit too much, but it's all right cause I'm about to brush it all off anyway. So I'm looking a little bit highlighted, so I'm gonna go back with the Iman press powder and that Angel Merino brush, and I'm just going to just like buff out the harsh line from the highlight, like the loose powder and the facial powder, because I just want it to all blend seamlessly. And I'm gonna dab just a little bit underneath the eyes, just to put some of that warmth back in, y'all. So let's get right into these brows. So we're not gonna go for that Insta brow perfect look. We're just gonna have a nice groomed, fluffy-esque type brow. So I'm just going to brush my brows up using this spoolie. I am going to mix the concealers that I used earlier. So I'm going to mix the Cool Tan with the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and I'm just going to mix these together because I want it to be highlighted but natural at the same time. So I'm going to use more of my natural concealer than my brighter concealer. So I'm going to be using the angled part, of this brush. Make sure it's nice and flat. And I'm just going to be highlighting right underneath the brow. So I know that I highlighted under the brow, and once you get like close to the center of your nose, I just use my finger and just blend it out, the harsh line, and I brought that concealer down, 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 down. So I'm going to take my NK Cosmetics pencil brush, eyebrow pencil, a pencil brush. Like, come on now, like, are you dumb? And I'm just going to ever so lightly make hair-like strokes and fill in like my little sparse areas. So just so lightly. I think I should stop right there. Stop while I'm ahead. Okay, now the brows are done. They look groomed. We're gonna go back in with the Iman press powder, and we're just going to put a little bit of that press powder on all over the lid. Now I'm about to add a little bit more warmth back into the face. So by doing that, I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Bronzer, and I'm going to be using this Real Technique buffing brush, and I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm also going to be taking some of this and I'm going to be putting it on the sides of my nose. And this bronzer is just giving it that nice little sun-kissed look. All right, rose petals and rose fellows, we are going to be adding a little bit of blush. I am going to be using this MAC blush in Modern Mandarin, and I always use this blush when I want to get like a nice flushed type look and not super, like, I don't know, dramatic, I guess. So see how it just gave me that little flush look? See this side compared to that side? So, and again, I'm using very light pressure. So moving right along to highlighter, I am going to be using, the first highlighter I'm going to be using is this Smashbox highlighter. I'm just gonna be dabbing a little bit of this on, very little bit, on the high points of my cheeks of where the sun would naturally hit. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit higher to the temples. So to really make that highlighter come together, I am going to be using an oldie but goodie. This is MAC's Luster Drops, and I don't think this is a shade. Oh, this is in the shade of Sunrush. I don't even think they sell this anymore. I don't know, because I don't really go to MAC that much. I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth to that highlighter that I used. Okay, so we're gonna add a little bit of mascara. I know this is trying to be no makeup, but we gotta make the eyes pop just a little bit. And the mascara I'm gonna be using is the Il Maquillage mascara. Now I'm going to set everything by using this e.l.f. Illuminating Mist and Set Spray. So before this dries all the way down, I'm gonna go in with my cosmetic line that I've been creating, and this is the Loaded Roses Gunpowder highlighter. And I'm going to take this highlighting brush, and this is in the shade Pistol Perfect, and I'm going to tap off the excess and just apply it right there, just to really bring out that highlighter. A little bit of this stuff goes a long way. So last but not least, we're moving on to the lips. I think I'm gonna use a combination of lip products. So this is my Maybelline Baby Bliss chapstick. It doesn't have a shade on here, but it smells so freaking good. Oh my gosh. It has a tint to it. It does definitely have a tint to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on my lips, blot my lips, like blot some of the color off, and then I'm gonna combat that with my beauty supply store brand of, this is like a knockoff MAC lip glass. Spray. All right, Rose Petals and Rose Fellows, this is my final look. This is my no makeup look. It's very dewy, very glowy. It looks like I got on makeup, but it looks like I kind of don't. It looks like I have on very little, but I use like 1,000 products. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.